guys, how's it going? It's Al. Week 7 is in the books, and we're going to take a look at everything that happened in NFL DFS on DraftKings in Week 7. My article that I write for ESPN called Best Buys, we're going to take a look at my cash game lineup, how I did in tournaments, Rainmakers, how everybody did in the SmizzGang Listener League, my pick'ems. It's a full recap of everything that goes along or happened in Week 7. There's like this new hot account on Twitter called like fantasy football receipts or something, where they go through, it's kind of like freezing cold takes, where they want to expose everybody who had something that did not happen. And my response to that is, people have asked me about, what do you think of that account? I don't care. I really don't care. I kind of think freezing cold takes accounts are stupid, but like I literally freezing cold take myself on this video every single week. That's why we do the video. I want to find out where I was right. I want to find out where I was wrong. I want to see where I got lucky or unlucky and how I can refine my process moving forward so that we can try and improve. So let's look at the receipts. Let's go.
He's a legend.
The SmizzGang Listener League is posted for Week 8. If you want to get into that, make sure that you go to smizzle.tv/links. This is not a lobby game. It does not exist in the lobby anywhere. The only way you can get there is through my link at smizzle.tv/links. It is still a $10 entry fee. It is still 3 max, and it is still the best tournament on DraftKings because it has absolutely no rake. Y'all have to fill this one. You have done a great job of filling it early. Most weeks it's filled on Saturday, so I would recommend getting into this as soon as you see this right now. And if you really wanted to be spicy about it, hover over rewards, click the missions, and make sure that you fulfill your mission. You could do 1 a day for the next 3 days, and make sure that you get maximum amount of your missions points for your crowns and everything else, so that you can really limit. You can actually have this be a negative rake tournament. So go over to smizzle.tv/links and join the Listener League today. Let's take a look at Best Buys. Obviously, you could tell it was going to be bad because like they chose Brady as the cover boy, so this already sucks. Quarterbacks did not hit this week. Missed on all the quarterbacks. Give me all the L's at quarterback this week. Lamar Jackson starts with an L, was an L. 9 of 16, 120 yards, no touchdowns, none on the ground either, though he ran for 59 yards. 10.7, even worse than 12. 10.7's DraftKings points. Dak Prescott, 19 of 25. He was rather efficient. Threw for 207 and 1 touchdown. 12.28. F's in the chat. Give me an L as well if y'all want to. Tom Brady, F. 32 of 49. He completed a bunch of passes. He missed on an early touchdown pass to Mike Evans because Mike Evans dropped it even though there was nobody within 20 yards of him. 290 yards, no touchdowns. Tom Brady has thrown for more than 1 touchdown 1 time this year through 7 weeks. I hate it here. 11.7 DraftKings points. Another L. Derek Carr, 13.5. Jesus Christ. 21 out of 27, 241, and a touchdown. Quarterbacks all sucked. Hope that you played some of the guys from Top Stacks because these guys were trash. Austin Eckler was not trash. As bad as the quarterbacks were, the running backs slapped. Austin Eckler, leading the league in PPR DraftKings points, leading the league in targets, has 61 targets through 7 games so far this year. He's only playing on like 60% of the snaps, handling like 63% of the running back touches on this Chargers team. And because of the absence of Keenan Allen has just been outstanding. 9 carries, 31 yards, and a touchdown because he's getting those inside the 5 carries. 12 catches, 12 more catches on 12 more targets. That's 28 targets the last 2 weeks. Obscene. 96 receiving yards and a touchdown there. 36.7 points. Smizz smash in the chat. Joe Mixon, he was fine. I'm not going to claim a smash here. He didn't quite 3x, but like he was fine. 17 of 58, did score a rushing touchdown, caught 3 of 3 balls headed his way for 33 yards. 3s were wild through the air for him. 18.1 DraftKings points. He's fine. Josh Jacobs, smash. 20 carries for 143 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground. Also caught 3 of 4 balls. Another game. That's his 4th straight with 4 or more targets in every single game. 12 yards, 39.5 DraftKings points. Absolute smash. He was the chalk. He was good chalk this week. Amon-Ra St. Brown injured. That sucks. Not my fault. Sometimes you get unlucky and players get hurt. It is the game of football. That is what happened. It happened on like the 2nd play of the game. Absolutely sucks. Hate to see it, especially coming off a bye week. Mike Evans got 15 targets. That's good. Caught 9 of them. That's good. 96 yards. That's like 4 points away from being good. Had 18.6 DraftKings points. So like much like Joe Mixon, he was fine. But as I said, he dropped a 70-yard touchdown pass So we got a little bit unlucky here because it would have been an absolute bonkers day if he caught 10 balls for 160 yards and a touchdown, but it just wasn't. So that sucked. CeeDee Lamb was an L. He was terrible. Caught 4 balls on 6 targets, 70 yards, and no touchdowns, 10.6 DraftKings points. If you played him in cash, so did everybody else. So he didn't hurt you. Alex Pierce, meh. 3 catches, 4 targets, 37 yards, 6.7 points. Just kind of meh. None of the value guys that were on everyone's radar did well. There was one guy, Marquise Goodwin, who was like 0.5% owned in the millionaire maker. He went off. I know that a lot of people in our Discord were on him, so you should probably jump in the Discord, especially if you're a channel member on the YouTube main channel, smizzle.tv/join to become one of those, and then go to smizzle.tv/discord and get in there. Mark Andrews, he took a big poop on the field. This sucked. Caught no balls on National Tight Ends Day. How does that happen? 2 targets only, ran 1 for 4 yards, also had a cheeky play where he lined up under center and they turned Lamar into a running back just to, like, you know, fulfill the prophecy, I guess. 0.4 points. WTF, mate. What the hell was going on here? Evan Engram just keeps doing it for the haters, right? Everybody every week wants to grumble and growl when I talk about how Evan Engram is like fine and doing things and paying off his salary and is probably going to have a big week one of these weeks, and his price stays low because he does not score touchdowns. He is getting elite usage at the position and continued to in week 7. Caught 4 balls on 7 targets for 67 yards, 10.7 DraftKings points, just fine. Cade Otton and Greg Dulcich were my 2 preferred tight ends on the week. At the super value range. Both of them did what you expected. Neither of them had an absolute smash week. They both exceeded value, but they were probably going to based on they were very similar. 4 catches on 6 balls for 64 yards for Otton, 10.4 DraftKings points. 6 catches on 9 targets for 51 yards, no touchdowns, 11.1 points. As we pointed out on the Anti-Tinkercast, it didn't matter if there was going to be a terrible Russ Wilson or a Blake Rippon throwing Dulcich the ball. It's not like going from the Russ that we've had this year to Rippon was going to change anything in a bad way. So Dulcich was still fine, and he proved that he was. Tennessee Titans went bonkers, 19 DraftKings points. Jets had 7, Packers had 9. If you had a good week, if you enjoyed the content, if you're just along for the ride, if you've got a couple of extra bucks, and most of you do, considering that you're playing daily fantasy, which means that we've got plenty of expendable income out there for us to kind of play around with, consider going to smizzle.tv/charity and taking part in our year-long fundraiser where we try to have the SmizzGang feed the kids. We're trying to raise $50,000 from the community. I will match. We're right up against a match right now. If you look down at the bar, once we get to 30K, that's going to trigger another 10K match for me. I am going to donate $10,000 for every $10,000 that our community raises up to $50,000, bringing us to a total of $100,000 raised, potentially, for No Kid Hungry by December 31st of this year. No Kid Hungry is providing school breakfast and lunches as well as at-home care to food insecure kids all across America. So be a part of something bigger than yourself. Go to smizzle.tv/charity and give today, especially if you had yourself a really good week 7. Taking a look at my cash game lineup, I missed the cash line this week in the $500 double up, paid 15. I made a decision and it didn't work out. It was my opinion that of the chalk running backs, one of them was bad and 2 of them were really good. Josh Jacobs, I thought was very good. He was 93% played, scored 39 points. Austin Eckler was another one I thought was very good, and I wanted to prioritize getting up to him, which left me with 36 points from him. It was my opinion that Breece Hall was a better play than Ken Walker, being on the road and an underdog in a situation where everybody's going to play him, but Breece Hall in a much better situation was going to be the better play. Unfortunately for me, Breece Hall got injured after 72 yards and a touchdown in 1 quarter, and then late in that game, Ken Walker III went nuts, and he was on 80% of rosters, went for that like 80-yard touchdown run, and really extended himself after having like 80 yards rushing or 80, 90 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. Got him the bonus, got him a touchdown, got him 8 more points. Just a massive boost to his lineups there, to all the lineups that were playing him there. He was the right play in cash. I thought Hall was the better play in cash. Unfortunately, the chalk hit and Breece Hall got injured and like really sunk that lineup. Everybody else was pretty much standard. I got cute here and went with Josh Reynolds. I did not have the heart to play. I thought all of the wide receivers between 4,600, starting with Pierce, up to like 5,100, like including Dobbs, DJ Moore, Renfro, all of the guys in that range were pretty much the same. And Josh Reynolds jumping in that spot. So I was on an island on him in cash. It did not work out. And obviously Breece Hall getting injured really sucked. My 150 lineups in the Millionaire Maker, I did not have a winning week in the Millionaire Maker, as you can see there, so a big loss of a week for me. My best lineup was the Joe Burrow double stack with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. We brought that back with Algier in this one. He scored 11 points, but like, this whole team sucks. Screw the Falcons. I hate them. They're Death Valley for everything fantasy-wise. They're awful. I don't like them. I don't have anything against the players themselves. I don't like the coaching staff and how they're deploying them, and it sucks. It was my opinion that Josh Jacobs was good chalk. I had him in about 40% of my lineups this week. I thought Everett was going to be a good play. He scored 11 points. All the tight ends were like fine unless you went after like Kittle or Kelsey. Just a really weird week. Some people wanted to see the Millionaire Maker winner on the week. So like, let's go take a look at the top of there. 255 points, right in that range. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Jacobs, Hurst with 10 points. So it was a double stack with Jamar Chase. They did not bring it back. They did play the chalky running backs with Jacobs and Walker and Eckler. If you played the 3 most chalk running backs, you had yourself a really good week. That's the 3 chalk running backs and a Joe Burrow double stack basically got you all the money this week. I ended up losing the cage match to Lord Reeves. I haven't even figured out how much I owe him here because like, I got to do math. Like, I'm down 16 points in this one. So I am $7 for every point that I'm down, and then $77.77. So like, I'll figure it out at some point. I'll break out the abacus. I'll figure out how much I owe for that. As far as I mentioned the crowns earlier, we are this much away from reaching Onyx status. I got a lot of crowns. I should get there by this weekend. 18,500. This is like 2 missions. So I'm getting there this weekend. I will be Onyx status, black card status, baby. 2022 and 2023 incoming quickly. I'm going to use all of these crowns to buy like a golden rocket ship. Underdog Fantasy, we did pretty good this week. If you guys who watch the videos on the main channel kind of peek at the stuff, we do like some of these. I do them very fast, right? So like, we had Ayuk, we had Kittle, we had Mahomes, we had Juju Smith-Schuster, all of them higher. 49.5, 124. Easy payoffs on this one. We were done in like the 3rd quarter. And then the one we did on the anti-Tinkercast, I missed this one. The anti-Tinkercast, we hit this one for Derrick Henry and Michael Pittman. Over 5.5 receptions. We got there late on that one. This was an easy one. Derrick Henry is going nuts right now. He was on our best running backs video last week. The SmizzGang Listener League. Let's take a look at this one. Cheeto 2014. We got Joe Burrow. Let's see what we have here. We have Joe Burrow. We have Jamar Chase. We did not bring it back. We had Ken Walker. We had Jacobs. 3 touchdowns out of Hardman. He went with a secondary stack, a double stack secondary with Kittle at tight end for 5,321 points. Did great. Hardman, Juju Smith-Schuster, Zay Jones is a value at 3.5. Titans defense was 3.5. I can't believe they were 3.7K in this tournament. Like, they were a best buy and a priority for me. I think I had like 16% of them on the week. Ken Walker and Josh Jacobs. Basically, they're all going to look like chalk because the running backs really were what carried the day. Danny Clouds, 23. Congratulations to you. Jabingo. Congratulations to you as well. Also, it's all Burrow double stacks, guys. DQ, Burrow stack. Burrow stack. KK, 32. Burrow. Phil, Burrow. Mercureface, Burrow. M. Werzer, Burrow. And A. Nichols, Burrow. Congratulations to all the winners. Taking a look at my Rainmakers lineups. Rainmakers is as bad as my high stakes stuff has been bad this year. Like, Rainmakers has just carried me. Won, like, this shows the last 7 days, so like that doesn't count. I won something like $10,000 Sunday and Sunday night in Rainmakers. There's another one that cashed for me here. This one did not cash. This one was, well, whatever was left over. Make sure all of your cards are working, because that's really the key. If you're not playing a card, make sure that you've got them basically for sale or throw them in a lineup. You might have something cash that you just throw in a lineup. Like, look, this was just cards I had left over at the legendary level. I got Daniel Jones, no stack. I had a Derrick Henry. I got to get him into a lineup. Michael Pittman, that kind of correlates. And then I had an extra Kelsey and a Sutton. All right, let's just throw them in there. Won $300. That's pretty good. So I did I had a really good weekend when it came to Rainmakers. Unfortunately, again, Atlanta sucks. 750 on this lineup. Would have liked to have done better last night, but like, just nothing materialized, but I won a little bit for that Rainmakers lineup. However, one of the members of our community tied for first place. Unfortunately, the player ahead of him outranked him on the tiebreaker points. Jang Bang, congratulations to him for winning $20,000 in the Elite 250K Fiat Frenzy. He is a member of the HQ. Go to smizzle.tv/HQ and you can pick up your HQ coin for the token locked part of our Discord that you can get to by going to smizzle.tv/Discord. If you get the coin and you join the Discord, go to Collab Landbot. It's in our Discord, and then you'll see the HQ channels that are the NFT channels where all the Rainmakers talk is. If you are a channel member on YouTube or a subscriber on Twitch, that's $5 a month. You get access to all the VIP rooms in the Discord. That is the best way, the biggest value add that I can give to you guys to surround yourselves with like-minded people. So make sure that you get in the Discord today so that you can have a better idea, because DFS is very isolating and it shouldn't be. So thank you guys for watching. Look out for another video right there.
He's a legend.